What's up, everybody? Sorry about that. Ooh, got a whole situation going on over here. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Why does my light look so dark? Looks a little dark over here. Hey, everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Happy Sunday to you all. For those of you that have to go back on that Monday morning grind. Hey, everybody's live. Who else is live? Cindy, we all live at the same time. Let me just say hi to the people. Hey, Corey, what's up, Tracy? What's up, Cookie? Hey, Marilyn, Charles. Hey, Kenya, Miami. Hey, Auntie Diddy, Lemon Kush. For real, for real, for real. My area is buffering. Has a trial meeting started? Nope, we're just getting started. Hey, Rocky. You're not feel well. I hope you feel better soon. Hey, Spiderweb. Hey, Shakira. Cool Gamer Lovely 31. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Powerful. Hey. What's up, Montrez? Bap, Sharon. Hey, Cindy. C. Patterson. What's going on? Miss Carter. Marsha. Mama Mina. Hey. All right, you guys. I hope everybody had a great weekend. The tribe meeting is a little late today. I was out of town this weekend. We don't have a Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I said, well, I'll go live a little bit later and get into some things because, baby, some stuff that went down over this last 48, 72 hours since I've been down here. We got some stuff to discuss, okay? So first, I want to send condolences to the family of 702. Hold on, let me get my stuff. Lamisha announced the passing of her sister, Irish Grinstead, from the group 702. Now, if you guys watched Encore, thank you. If you guys, girl, I got this on clearance at the Nike outlet, child, this summer. If you guys watched the show Encore, Lamisha and Irish were on that season. I think they ended up leaving early, I think. But it says that she had been they said she's been battling an illness. So, hey, Tracy Quartermain. So, condolences go out to her, and you can go back to that last to the season of I don't know who Irish is. It just says Irish. I don't know who Irish is. Sorry, I don't know who Irish is. But you can go back to last season and you can see, you can see her. It looks. I saw where she had an Instagram the same day she passed away. So, just definitely sending prayers to her. Okay, Corey says yes. I don't know who is Irish. Their other sister. It's her twin. Oh, yes. Okay, got you. Right. So sending condolences. That's the first thing that I want to get out the way. Actually, I got a couple of condolences I need to send, child. We need to condolence to some relationships down here. I don't know if I said this. We started talking about it when I was talking about the VMAs, and I had mentioned Tiffany Haddish, and I don't know if I ever went back to Tiffany Haddish because I feel like y'all know how we do. I feel like we started going zoop, and I don't know if I got back there. But what I was gonna say, and this was before that video of her chasing down Shakira even came out. Y'all, Tiffany was getting on my nerves at the VMAs. Like, I felt like every performance she was there. Red carpet, like, I don't know. I feel like every time they must have had the camera pointed right at where she was sitting, because I feel like every time there was a performance, we saw Tiffany, and of course she was always up and doing those. 702 has an unsung. I might have to go back and look at that. I'm sure I can find it on YouTube. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that because you're right. I do want to revisit. Y'all, at this point, Tiffany Haddish. I mean, aside from the situation with the video and Ari Spears, I'm just sick of her. I feel like she has become such a caricature, and she's just not funny anymore. Well, I shouldn't say anymore because a lot of people never thought that she was funny. I thought she had moments. I never thought she was a, oh my goodness, she is so hilarious. And I used to think it was just an act. I really did, but y'all, I really think she is this fucking obnoxious and annoying in real life. And I think that this is probably part of the reason why it did take her such a long time to get on. Because nobody, and she's, you know what she said, I think, who was it? Marlon Wayans said that to her one time, recently, like within the last couple of years. She had kidney failure. Okay. She said something to him about not getting a part. And he told her in so many words, because you do too much. Now, for Marlon Wayans, white chicks himself, Marlon Wayans, told her she do too much. You have got to understand. If Marlon Wayans said you do too much, girl, you do too much. Because Marlon Wayans do too much. You see what I'm saying? And if you do too much for Marlon Wayans, yes, Cat Williams did tell us. He did. He told us, child. You know, a lot of times I think people don't like Cat Williams' delivery when he says stuff. But if you get past the way he said it and just listen to what he says. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, C. Patterson and Cindy. Marlon Wayans do too much. So if he's telling you that you're doing too much, ma'am, you're doing too much. Tiffany is a royal pain in the ass. She is annoying and doesn't know when to stop. Correct. She is not and never was funny. Exactly. And then that video surfaced over the weekend of her literally chasing down Shakira and screaming her name. At this point, hey Ray, hey Xavier. At this point, I'm really going to need you to just act like you've been somewhere before. Like at this point, Tiffany, you have been to the Grammys, you have been to the Oscars, you have been to the Screen Actors Guild, you have been to the VMAs, you have been places. You have met celebrities. Shakira is probably not even the biggest, quote unquote, I'll put that in quotations because it depends on your, who you're a fan of. But Shakira, girl, you are literally chasing this woman down like she owe you money. And I'm not understanding, right? You've been to the Met Gala, like you have been in rooms with people. Why are you chasing this woman down like you ain't never been nowhere before? I don't understand. And it's like, first of all, she took a picture with her. I don't know. It was just a lie. It was a lie. And that video of her chasing down Shakira, it was so unnerving because I was like, this is so ridiculous. Hey, Just Patches. Hey, my love. So anyway, I just had to say that because I felt like I forgot to say that last week. So let me just put that in there. All right, now I got something to say. And y'all ain't gonna, well, not y'all. Some of y'all not gonna like what I'm getting ready to say. Xavier gonna be one of the people that ain't gonna like what I'm getting ready to say. But y'all know I still love y'all anyway. Listen, Diddy done did an interview and he finally has spoken on this whole publishing situation. And what Diddy said was, you need to see that video. It's all over, Rocky. It's all over the internet. Just probably Google Tiffany Haddish Shakira and it'll pop up because I've been seeing it all the weekend, child. So what Diddy said is that this is a process that he started 2 years ago. He said he started it 2 years ago, and after that, basically he put it in the hands of his attorneys, and his attorneys have pretty much been in charge of doing the process. So this isn't something that just happened today. This is something, according to Diddy, this is something that he put in place 2 years ago. Now, he said basically the reason why he said it is because he said it's time, it was time. He said, I'm in a different space now, and I want to be the change that I want to see. And I felt like that was something, it was a good start and it was the right thing to do, and it was something to do. Now, people have been criticizing Diddy. Former artists are saying, oh, he's just giving us our publishing now that it's all dried up and he done got all his money out of it. and now he giving it to us. Aubrey O'Day said, well, we got to sign an NDA in order to get the publishing. And then she went on to talk about how Making the Band has never been in rotation over MTV, which is interesting. She said that's the only show that there's never been a reboot, blah, blah, blah. Now, the reboot part of it, probably Diddy would have to, like, because he was the executive producer, and on some level, I don't think he owns it, but on some level, maybe that's something he would have to, I guess, agree to. I don't know the contracts and all of that. But as far as it playing in reruns, Aubrey O'Day seems to feel like Diddy has something to do with the fact that Making the Band has never played the reruns, and how basically they can't, if it doesn't play in any reruns, they can't get any residuals, they can't make any money. Now, here's the part that y'all ain't gonna like. Diddy don't have to give y'all shit. Y'all signed them contracts. And I'm not saying that makes it right. Hey, Jay Parrish, I'm not saying that makes it right. But what I am saying is y'all were over the age of 18. Y'all had an opportunity to have an attorney. Y'all signed those contracts. And at the end of the day, fast forward 20 years later, if Diddy is saying, you know what, I realized that those were some shitty contracts. And it's really not a whole lot I could do about what happened, but I'm going to go ahead and let you get your publishing so that you can try to, make some money off of it. And if that means that you got to sign an NDA that says you ain't going to, because the NDA says basically, I can't talk shit about Diddy. I don't think he's wrong for that. Like, I don't understand the problem with that. If Diddy is saying, listen, I'm going to give you your publishing, and in return, I just need you to just not talk shit about me no more. I'm just not understanding what the problem is. Because at the end of the day, he don't have to give them shit. He don't have to give them nothing. Barry Gordy ain't never gave back nobody they publishing back. The Clive Davis ain't giving nobody they publishing back. All these other record labels that they stole from these people ain't giving people they publishing back. But we don't know how much of the publisher. I tell you what, it's more than what they had yesterday. I understand that. See, that's what I'm saying. See, this is why I said y'all not gonna like what I'm saying, and that's okay. I understand the emotional part of all of this, but the business side of all of this is he don't have to give them shit. They signed a contract, he enforced the contract, and that's it. And I just like, at some point, and I told y'all, see, here's maybe this is what it is, y'all. I don't have a lot of sympathy for artists. And here's why. There are so many examples of the people that came before you. And time after time after time again, we get the same stories about these people getting into these contracts and giving away everything. And I understand that y'all feel like morally he should do it. I saw somebody say as a black man, he needs to do better. Like, I see all of that and I understand where y'all are coming from. But I'm just coming from the point of view of, as a businesswoman, I'm sorry, I meant man. I mean, and I wasn't even being funny. Right. Like, I get what y'all are saying. I think Diddy is probably just the most visible person, but all of them, Master P, what's the boy that ran Cash Money Records? What's his name? Jermaine Dupri. All of them did it. And I'm not saying that makes it okay, but what I am saying is, ain't nobody rushing to give none of those artists their publishing. And I get it that he made a lot of money off of them. I'm not talking about the teenagers, Pam. I'm talking about the adults. Thank you, Birdman. I'm talking about the adults. And even the ones that are teenagers, if they had parents. Now I know some of them, I get all of that. And again, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that Diddy was right. All I'm saying is if he's trying to do something, I just feel like no matter what he does, people are just want more. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Now, do I think that Diddy did them people dirty? Absolutely. I've been saying that for years. Y'all know I've been saying that. Hey, Daniel, y'all know I've been saying that. I'm not no, you know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is exactly, T. Jones. That's all I'm saying. Legally right and morally right are two different things. And let's be clear, everybody's morals are different. What I think is morally right may not be what you think is morally right, because morality isn't the same. Morality isn't the same. We live in a capitalistic society. That is what our country is built off of. It is built off of capitalism, industrialization, the robin bearers, right? We look at the Rockefellers and the Carnegies. Their families are still living off the money that they made in the early 1900s, right? That is what built our country. And so when I look at Diddy, yes, Diddy did some shit to his artists. I'm not arguing that. But I just feel like at this point, I feel like he's trying. And I just feel like no matter what he does, people legally he scammed. How you gonna scam? You can't scam somebody if it's legal. It's legal. It's legal. I don't understand what you mean, Pamela, when you say legally scammed. Wasn't Michael Orr about the age as Danity Kane when he signed what he did to those people did him wrong? That's not the same thing. In my opinion, it might be to you, Toya, and that's fine. In my opinion, it's not the same thing. What I'm saying is this: what happened with Michael Orr? Michael Orr was led, according to his version of the story, Michael Orr was led to believe that what he was doing was leading to an adoption, and he was misled. He was told wrong, and he was misled, and he trusted people that he thought were family. What I'm saying is, when Diddy was signing these artists, they weren't family. He gave them the contract, allowed them to do whatever they needed to do. Being unethical isn't the same as scamming. That's what I'm like. And again, it's all about what your morality is. If you're running a business, listen. When you're running a business, you own a business. Your job is to maximize your profit for your business. So I understand where people are coming from when they talk about morality and ethically and all of that. I get all of that. I don't want y'all to think that I don't get it and I don't understand it. But what I am saying is Diddy didn't do anything different than any of these record labels did to all these other artists. I just think that because Diddy was so focal, because Diddy was a young black man, because it was dealing with mostly black artists, show me where any of these other record labels were doing anything different for their artists than what Diddy did. Generally speaking, those were standard contracts that these people were signing. Generally speaking, Diddy's contracts weren't any more ridiculous than if they had gone to Columbia Records. Dave Chappelle lost the Chappelle show because he walked away from the Chappelle show. Dave Chappelle walked away from the Chappelle show. That's different. He didn't lose the Chappelle show because he walked away from the Chappelle show. That's different. I think it's because Diddy is full of shit. He's trying to be Gandhi. I mean, again, that's what I'm saying. I think, I just think, I don't think he can win. But again, like I said, I don't see nobody else trying to give anybody their publishing back. I don't see none of these. MC Search dropped some jewels in an interview he had. He talked about how, per the contracts, Nas' rights reverted back to him at 25 or so years, and how he schooled Nas about the game. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. I saw that when MC Search was talking about that. Right. LaFace Records, Casablanca Records. Yeah. 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 I mean, regardless of his reason for walking away, I'm just saying he walked away. So, I don't, again, you guys, and also too, remember when Dave Chappelle did sign his contract, again, he wasn't the Dave Chappelle we have today. If Dave Chappelle were to go do a show today, it wouldn't even be the same. It wouldn't be that type of a contract. Dave Chappelle was still an up and coming comedian. He had not crossed over and become mainstream, and they gave him a show on Comedy Central, and it blew up. So again, he had a basic contract for a new TV show. The show blows up. And when he went to renegotiate the contract, they gave him decent money. And then, whatever went down. And he left. He walked away from the show. He will never win because of his history. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. I just don't think he can win. Right. Prince had to go through all that with the record label with, was it Columbia? Who was Warner Brothers? Warner Brothers. So... Anyway, all right, but that's my 2 cents on the Diddy thing. Also, and this might not be a good time. Might not be the best time to say this, but his new album is nice. I actually I've been listening to it. I listened to it yesterday and I listened to it today. It's actually a really good album. It's if you grew up 90s hip hop or R&B, I think you will like it. It's a lot of reminiscing. They have one song has the drum break from In the Heat of the I Can Feel It Coming in the Air Night by Phil Collins, that real popular drum break. He has samples from Guy. He has samples from Mary J. Blige. It's good. It's really, really good. I like it. I like it. He's not making Young Miami do anything. How is he making her fetch? You said he needs to stop making Young Miami fetch. How? That's a grown-ass woman. She got kids and everything. How is he making her fetch? Yeah, Jodeci. Yeah, samples from Jodeci. It's really good. I like it. And again, I was listening and this when you hear the samples and be like, yeah, it sort of takes you back. It's a good, for me, I think it's a good cross between today, but giving that nod to 90s R&B, which was a great era of R&B. So it's all sorts of people on there, Cindy. He got a little bit of everybody on there. It's kind of, again, it reminds me of, again, if you grew up, you remember when Quincy Jones would do his albums and it would just be compilations from a variety of artists. It reminds me of that. It reminds me of the Secret Garden type album from Quincy Jones or Q's Juke Joint, which I love that album. Q's Juke Joint. You know what? I might have to dust it off. Q's Juke Joint is good. Oh, that's a throwback from Clueless. Oh, okay, because I didn't know what you talking about. I was like, stop making her fetch. So, exactly, Ray Bishop. That's what I'm saying. He got a basic starting contract, and the show blew up. So, but anyway, y'all, again, I hear what y'all are saying, child, but I was just giving y'all my 2 cents. We still love each other. Mwah. Drew Barrymore done changed her mind, child. Now, I'm going to need your help on this one, Xavier. Drew Barrymore done changed her mind, child. Y'all done wore her down. Y'all done wore Drew Barrymore down. I watched Clueless, but I don't remember I still don't remember what that reference. But I've seen Clueless. I like Clueless. I've seen Clueless multiple times. I still don't remember that reference. Trying to make her fetch. I still don't know that reference. Sorry. It's a mixture, Kim. It's a mixture. So Drew Barrymore said last week that she was going to move forward with starting her season of her show, even though there's a writer's strike and so forth. That she said basically she has to keep her people employed. Bill Maher has said the same thing with his show Politically Incorrect. Here's what I don't understand. This is the part where I need fetches from Mean Girls. Okay, see, now that I've never seen. I've never seen Mean Girls. I've seen Clueless. See, that's why I didn't get the reference. Okay, that makes sense then, because I was like, I don't know what y'all talking about. I've seen Clueless, but I've never seen Mean Girls. I've seen clips of Mean Girls, but I've never seen it all the way through. So I don't know. I don't get that reference. Sorry. Here's what I don't understand. Somebody and Xavier, you can help me with this. Why are they dogging out Drew Barrymore so much? But I don't see them coming after Jennifer Hudson, Sherry Shepherd, The View. Like, I don't see them coming after all these other shows that have started or are going to start a new season. Why Drew? Like, why are they coming for her so hard? Because they was coming for her. They was picketing in front of the studio and all kinds of stuff. So she said, y'all went down. She said she's going to hold off on starting her new season. Right. So why aren't they giving Sherry Shepherd and Jennifer Hudson and The View a hard time? They don't have writers. Who don't have writers? All those shows have writers. Sherry's writers aren't covered. Why? See, that's what I don't understand. Why aren't they covered by the WGA? So why are Drew Barrymore's writers covered and hers aren't? So Jennifer Hudson is okay. So Jennifer Hudson isn't starting. Okay. Yeah. See, that's what I don't know. Why aren't her writers covered? See, that's the part I don't understand. Right. The View started right after Labor Day, the Tuesday after Labor Day, and I don't see nobody coming for them. And I'm surprised. Like, again, I don't know. Because she's an easy target. That's the only thing I could come up with. The View's not using writers right now. But Drew wasn't going to use writers. Well, I guess she was there. Is that what the difference is? That Drew was going to use writers? So she was going to have people cross the picket line? See, I'm confused. So The View is being picked. Okay. Because I just felt like I was only seeing Drew Barrymore. And I was like, why are they giving Drew Barrymore such a hard time? But I just felt like they weren't coming for anybody else. Okay, so they are coming for other people. They just don't care. Okay. Well, Drew said, fine, y'all win. So, okay. So I just want to make sure I got this right. So they have non-union writers. Okay. Oh, well, then that makes the difference then. Well, then I understand why they had a problem with her. Okay, if she was going to use non-union writers, then I get it. I understand. That's the only thing I was trying to understand was why out of all these shows, it seemed like Drew Barrymore was getting hit. But if that's what it is that she's going to use, then yeah, then she deserved it. And I'm glad that they got her to change her mind. She sent mixed messages. She dropped hosting MTV for the strike and then brought the show back. Because I don't think she thought it was going to last this long. See, that when she dropped out of hosting the MTV Awards, That was right at the beginning, and she probably didn't think it was gonna last all summer like this. She probably was like, "Oh, well, I can stand now," but she didn't think it was gonna hit her pockets. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, Jessica, thank you. If you can find it, let me know. Why does it matter what writers she used? Because they're on strike. So if the writers are on strike and you use non-union writers, you're breaking the strike. It's just like like right now, the auto workers are on strike up in Detroit. If they go out and hire non-union auto workers, those people are crossing the picket line and they're breaking the strike. So that deems the strike ineffective. When you go out and you hire non-union people, it makes it ineffective. See, okay, I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna have to do my research. Because that's the part I did. I thought somebody would be able to give me a straight answer, but it seems like it's all over the place. I see what you're saying, optional, but everybody is just contradicting each other. So I'm gonna have to go do more research. I just thought, sometimes the tribe be having all the answers. So, but it looked like everybody got different answers. So I'm gonna do my research and find out why it seemed like they just singling out Drew Barrymore. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not telling nobody else how to act, because Lord knows, But I'm gonna be honest, people who are a member of SAG, even though what they're doing is technically not breaking the strike, I probably wouldn't do it. Like, if I were Whoopi, I wouldn't be working. I would be on strike. Even though they're covered. I would, Jennifer Hudson, Sherry Shepherd, all of these, Drew Barrymore, all of these people are members of SAG. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that's going to help in the strike. Because that is what these networks are relying on. The networks are relying on the fact that they can still put something on TV. But if you fuck up their whole morning programming, because the soap operas are getting ready to run out of material pretty soon, because the writers been on strike for about 3 months now. The soap operas getting ready to run out. So I just feel like if all of these people who are members of SAG would also boycott, I think that would help push things along. No, all the shows aren't on strike. Because think about, like, for example, let's just look at ABC. The View, you have Drew Barrymore. That's 2 hours right there. You know what I mean? Sherry Shepherd and Jennifer Hudson come on different channels, but those are important blocks of time. Those are hours. I mean, yeah, you can show reruns, but it's only been so many reruns you can keep showing, especially for a show like The View. You're only gonna get away with that, but for so long. Soap actors, but they don't have any writers though. The actors, but they don't have any writers. Yeah, the writers are on strike. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it just gets really tricky, but I honestly feel like those are the kinds of things that would help this thing end faster. As long as they can throw something up there. So I don't know what those individual contracts say. They might not be able to strike because their contract isn't covered by SAG. Soaps don't have writers. The writers are on strike. That's what I'm saying. Right now, the writers are on strike. It's on the grill. Okay, thank you, Jessica. I'm gonna look it up when I get off here so I can do the research, child, because I want to understand, because I'm just confused and I want to understand. Thank you. It's on the grill. I'm gonna screenshot it right now so I can go back to it. Well, the Today Show and Good Morning America, I guess, see, I don't know. It gets tricky. It gets tricky. The grill. was following the griot. I guess I'm not. Okay. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go look it up, y'all, and I'm gonna do my research, child. Cause I'm so confused. I'm so confused. So I'm gonna look it up. Thank you. And thank you for the super chat. Okay. All these it's all these different unions and stuff. The day news shows get a pass because they are news shows. Yeah, they get a pass. What's up, little baby? All right, y'all. Woo, child. It's so much. It's so much. Okay, well, there's that. Drew Barrymore, child. Okay. What we gonna talk about next? All right. Croy and Kim. I'm just getting them out the way because at this point, I just don't even care. Croy don't want Bravo to give Kim her job back because he said basically she ain't been home. She disappears for days at a time. And he's worried that basically if she has a job with income coming in, that it's just going to like further push her. Like it would just be dangerous. And he's worried about it because then she would have money to fuel her addiction. And he don't want her to get her job back. And I understand where he's coming from that point of view, but child. Moving on. Now, before I get into all these couples that got situations going on, I made a conscious decision not to review Love and Marriage Huntsville because I was just sick of it. I was sick of the fans. I'm sick of the mellow meters. I was sick of the people on the show. And the final straw for me was when Maurice made those disgusting ass comments last season in that interview with Carlos King about his wife who was going through breast cancer and chemotherapy. And I didn't watch it this season, but I did watch people's reviews. I did watch a couple of reviews. I looked at Schoolboy. I looked at Giving You the Real Tea. I heard some stuff going on over on Chef Don Don's channel. And then I was scrolling today. I was scrolling through my timeline. And I came across a clip. Because I ain't even gonna lie. People's reviews made me be like, well, maybe I should, maybe I should go check it out. It sounded like it was a pretty decent episode, right? So I decided, as I was scrolling, I came across this clip, and I'm going to play y'all the clip. Hey, Just P. I'm going to play y'all this clip. Now, in the clip, Maurice is talking to Kimmy. For those who do not watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, Maurice and Kimmy are a couple. Kimmy was battling or is battling, I think she rang the bell. So she was battling breast cancer. And as a result, her sex drive went down. This is a couple that used to have sex very, very regularly, like every day. And even before her breast cancer diagnosis, she talked about the fact that his sex drive was a bit much. It was just too much. So after her cancer diagnosis, her thing was, because I know how much my husband needs sex, I would still have sex with him, even though I honestly did not have the sex drive and I was faking it. And Maurice made a comment along the lines of, what's up, Ebbs? Maurice made a comment along the lines of, that was a great thing that she did for me, for her husband. So on this season, now I don't know when this scene was filmed, to be fair, because they had been filming and Carlos cut this season in half. But the whole thing blew up. It was on, Fox News, Fox Soul. They interviewed him on Fox Soul, and he basically doubled down on Fox Soul. But I want y'all to hear this clip Now, this is Maurice talking to his wife.
Physiological thing. This is a mental thing, Kimmy. I don't know if it's strictly a physiological thing. This is a mental thing, Kimmy. Babe, you can't say that. I'm telling you it is. A medication made me feel this way. For you to think that all of a sudden I can just make my body want to have sex, that doesn't happen like that. You said you didn't want the whole fake it thing. So that's what I'm trying to fix. That's why I'm saying if you're faking it, that means that you're going through the physical process and you're doing a good job of faking it during that process. So physically, everything works fine. Do you know you would like to feel aroused when you have sex? That's part of having sex. That's not a mental thing. Same way you get an erection. Is that physical or mental? Mentally, it starts and then it becomes physical. For you to tell me it's all in my head is actually not going to help the situation at all. Oh. You're blaming this on a mind thing. I'm blaming this on a medication that in a textbook says can happen when you take the medication. So how long does it take until it wears off? I don't know that. You didn't read that? You stopped right there. Most people, when they go to see a doctor, you say, hey, you have this ailment. We're going to give you this treatment. And then you say, how long till I'm good, doc? And he says, it ranges, but it's usually this period to this period. When your body is going through anything, everybody's reaction to it can be different. Everybody's recovery can be different. Mm-hmm. They said for this, it could take even up to a year. So I got a year. Let me set this. You're not helping. I need some type of end to this. That particular angle of conversation is not helping. Shouldn't I have like some type of like idea of when it's gonna stop? Isn't that a fair question? You've asked it 4 times. So we're on the same page then. We just need to find out when. Sure. Google it. I'm ready to go. You have a knack for taking the wind out my sail. Hey, listen, right now my sail's been without wind for a while. Hey, babe. Hey. Again, do you know that's not helpful? It like borders on being a...
She called him an asshole.
Yes. I was an ass today. Because I get no ass.
When I saw that clip, I said, oh no, I made the right decision. I can't support this bullshit. You know, it's been a lot of stuff with Love and Marriage Huntsville. It really has. But this, and the reason why I guess this was the last straw for me is because Kimmy and Maurice were the couple that I actually liked. Right? I actually liked Kimmy and Maurice. I never liked Mel and Martell. Like, they got on my nerves from the beginning. Marceau, I was like, he's a chauvinist, and Tisha allows it. But the two of them I actually liked. And so when I saw this last season, and then this right here, now here's what I believe. I have to believe that all of this was filmed before the fallout from the interview with Carlos King, because they had already finished filming the season. I have to feel like this was not done after he got all of that heat, but it doesn't matter because this is how he feels. And I saw somebody say they have to be playing this up for the cameras. You know, even if they are at this point, the fact that you would go along with it and be cool with it. Like, I know people fake storylines all the time, and I know they fake crazy storylines and distasteful. Like, I get it. I know it's reality, quote unquote, reality TV. But like, if you are okay with this and playing this up for the camera, I just don't have any interest. I don't have any interest. And when I saw that clip, I said, you know what? I made the right decision. Because if that is not the most ridiculous, insensitive, ignorant, asshole bullshit that I have ever heard in my life, this man told her it is mental, and that if she can physically go through the motions of having sex, then she don't have to fake it. And that it is all in her head. Exactly, Toya. That's what I'm saying. If this was filmed before, it still don't help. It don't help. I believe, yeah, I don't believe this is fake. I don't. I believe this is exactly how he feels. I believe this is real, and I believe this is exactly how he feels. I don't believe it's fake either. But I'm just saying, even if that were the case, that don't help. And at least for me, it doesn't. That doesn't make me feel any better. Yeah, I don't need y'all. I don't think he's faking it. So yeah, I'm done. I'm over it. Abby want to meet him in the back alley with her fist, and I want to be there with her, cause that's just It's just not. It's nothing funny about it. It's nothing cute, and there's nothing funny about it. But that's just me. That's just me. Um, Everything Carlos touches takes a dark turn, child. They're in Alabama. What can we expect? What does that have to do with anything? Xavier, no, no. First of all, they're not from. Oh, you said they're in Alabama, but they're from Detroit. So they grew up in Detroit. Went to Alabama to go to college. They are from Detroit. So that means nothing. I'm not giving nobody a pass because of where they live. Sorry. Exactly, Pinky Tiki. Where you been, Pinky Tiki? Hey, boo. Um. Well, I'm gonna reiterate what I said the last time. Basically, in my opinion, in Kimmy's mind, she felt like she has to do this in order to keep her husband. She don't trust him. She don't trust that he ain't gonna cheat on her, and that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Anyway, and I think we're gonna be finding out about Maurice having another chick on the side in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let me say this before we get into all of these breakups. Now, y'all had me go down to that Wendy's. Tribe, come here. This for y'all. This for the tribe. Come on down here, tribe. Come on. Come on. Y'all had me go down there to that Wendy's. And y'all had me get that pumpkin spice frosty. That shit was nasty. Okay. First of all, I ain't like the color. I ain't like that color. And I understand that they was trying to make it, pumpkin, but it was too orange. And yeah, I had to say orange. It was too orange. Okay. It was too orange. When I saw it, I knew I didn't want it. When I saw it, when that lady handed it to me, I said, "Oh, thank you." That's number one. Okay. That is number one. No, then I was driving, so I couldn't really like dig in like I wanted to. That's exactly what happened. First of all, it's too damn sweet. Okay, maybe my taste buds are off because I really haven't been doing a lot of sugar. But baby, that shit tastes like I was just drinking sugar. That's number one. It was too sweet. Number two, the cinnamon was cinnamon in it. I felt like I was in the middle of the cinnamon challenge. The cinnamon was cinnamon in it. If I wasn't driving, I probably would have went live just to tell y'all about that shit. I said, I'm going to get the trial for this. Y'all told me to go try it. And I said, the next time I go to Wendy's, I made a special trip. Let me tell y'all what I did. I didn't have nothing to do with no pumpkin spice Nathan. I made a special trip to the Wendy's because y'all know I went out of town this weekend. And so I had to go pick up something from a bakery that I like to go to because I was bringing the sweets. I was bringing the dessert. So I had to go by. And so I stopped at the bakery and I said, you know what? I'm going to give me something to eat from the bakery. I mean, from somewhere near the bakery so I can get on the road. Boom, boom, bam. I left right after work. It was a Popeyes by that bakery. It was a chicken filler by that bakery. It was a McDonald's by that bakery. It wasn't no Wendy's by that bakery. So I said, let me put in my GPS. Wendy's. Wendy's was 2 miles in the opposite direction. But I said, I want to try this damn pumpkin spice frosty. I want to try it. So I went the 2 miles in the other direction to get the pumpkin spice frosty, because I could have got a hamburger from the McDonald's. I could have went to the chicken filler. Hell, there's even a Burger King and a Chipotle over there. I could have got anything else. It's a Panera Bread over there. But now I went 2 miles in the other direction. Because y'all told me, try the pumpkin spice frosty. I just want y'all to know. And now don't nobody want to take credit for it. Everybody talking about it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was okay, try. That's how y'all gonna do me? That's how y'all now nobody down was nobody. Nobody said try it. Nobody told me to go try the okay. All right then. Cool. That's cool. That's cool. Now ain't nobody tell me to try it. Moving on. So Friday, I was at work minding my business, doing the things that they pay me to do down to the schoolhouse. And my phone starts blowing up because Jeezy done went down to the courthouse and he done filed for divorce from Jeannie Mai. Now, let me tell y'all a secret. I never understood that situation to begin with. And again, I ain't saying that a rapper who was known as the Snowman can't fall in love with the Asian girl that was on the talk show that had just got divorced from her husband. I ain't saying that can't happen, okay? But something about that situation just ain't sit right with me. It was just some things I just didn't understand. Some things that I just didn't get it. I just didn't get it. Okay. Because her ex-husband looked like her. You see what I'm saying? And then Jeezy is Jeezy. And part of the reason why her and her ex-husband got divorced is because he wanted churn and she didn't. And as soon as they got divorced, he popped up with a baby because he wanted kids. And then she married Jeezy, and boop, here she go having a baby. I just, and here's the thing, I don't wish bad on nobody. Right? She was just going hard for him in the paint. And that's the other thing that I was shocked. I was like, she literally was just out here promoting that man book 2 weeks ago. And then I read somewhere where he started working on the divorce back in June. I said, June. Now, don't nobody really know what the situation is. And I'm sure over the next couple of months, we may or may not find out. You know how this go. They start battling it down to the Instagrams. But Jeezy ain't never been, I ain't gonna say he ain't never been child. I don't feel like Jeezy gonna put his business out there. I feel like if anybody gonna tell it, it's gonna be her. But the fact that he filed against her make me feel like her version of the story may not be the whole story. So we'll find out. But that's what they had said, child. That's what they had said. Then yesterday, during a rap battle, somebody done aired out Remy Ma and Papoose. Now, we know that a couple of months ago, rumors was out there that Remy Ma was, Remy Ma has her own rap battle company situation. And rumor has it that one of her mentees, that she was giving him extra credit lessons after class. That's what the rumor was saying. That's what the rumor had said. And that him and Papoose had gotten into a whole fight. That him and Papoose, that Papoose had went down there and whooped that man ass. So the rumors were that Remy Ma had cheated. And I didn't say, we talked about it, but I didn't say a lot about it because I was like, I love me some Remy Ma and Papoose. That man held her down while she was in jail. Like, don't nobody, like no man be holding down a woman, because usually women be holding down the men, but the men don't be holding down the women. Okay. And so he held her down like men don't normally be holding women down. Like, he held her down through her whole being, raised her kids and everything, right? And everything. So I didn't want to believe none of this. What's up, Pam? Hey, girl. I didn't want to believe none of this. Okay? So I didn't really talk a lot about it. But during the rap battle, y'all know it ain't no rules when you battling. When you doing battle rap, baby, there ain't no rules. They talk about your mama. They talk about your kid. They talk about your deceased uncle, daddy, who walked with a limp. They don't care. They don't care. So during the rap battle, the dude that allegedly had the situationship with Remy was battling this other guy. And baby, he told it in the battle. He told it in the battle. Hold on, let me see if I can find it for y'all. Child. He told it in the battle. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me see if I can find it, child. Is this it? No, that's not it. I might not be able to find it. I saw it earlier, but it's not where I saw it earlier. Hold on. Here it is right here. Hold on. Hold on. At all of them. How come he ain't? Okay. The victim. We done had 6 chrome events. Papoose was at all of them. How come he ain't at this one? Where he at? No what? So that's just a small clip. The whole thing. We done had 6 chrome events. It's the same one. 6 chrome events. Papoose was at all of them. How come he ain't at this one? Where he at? The victim. I can't find the other clip. You said share the link with us. What link? That was on actually that was on Tasha K. But the other clip that I heard, he actually was talking about how the dude got his ass beat. Now that doesn't make it true. Let's be clear, y'all. That does not make it true. Just because he used it in a rap battle doesn't make it true. I want to be clear about that. With that being said, though, I hope it ain't true. I hope that it's just a rumor, a really nasty rumor, and that because it was a rap battle, old boy decided to use it as a part of the rap battle. That's what I hope. That's really, really what I hope. Okay? It's a rap battle, and that's what they do in rap battles. Okay? No, the clip was on Tasha K, not the information. The clip from the rap battle. But I saw it somewhere else too. I just don't know where else I saw it. You know I wouldn't be using Tasha K as a reference if I had found it somewhere else, yeah. Then today, it's on Remy's IG. Well, if she put it on her own IG, then I definitely don't believe it, child. Child, if it's on her IG, okay, then we done. X, scratch, moving on. But then today, Teyana Taylor came down here and got all of us together. And she released this statement. I'm going to read y'all what she said. She said, oh, child, now I got to keep scrolling and scrolling. Teyana Taylor says, not too much on my bestie. In all fairness, Iman and I separated and have been for a while. To be 100%, well, 1000% clear, infidelity ain't one of the reasons for our departure. We are still the best of friends, great business partners, and are one hell of a team when it comes to co-parenting our two beautiful children. Most importantly, we are family. And in the 10 years together, 7 years married, we ain't never played with or about that. We just keep y'all asses out of the group chat, which is the reason we've been able to successfully and peacefully separate without all of the outside noise. The only reason why I'm even sharing this part of the chat is because the narratives are getting a little out of hand and it's unfair to all parties involved. I hope this provided some clarity for y'all. Okay, Auntie Tay taking y'all back out the chat. Bye. So yeah. I don't think they had an open marriage. I just think that they indulged in threesomes and stuff like that. That's two different things. Having an open marriage isn't the same as having threesomes and so forth in your bedroom. So I know that they did do that, but I didn't know that I didn't know about them having an open marriage. So So she said all this that y'all trying to put out there, child, we separated, we've been separated. Okay. We separated and we've been separated. So don't even worry about it. And she cleared it up and back, she said, and now back to our regularly scheduled programs. Okay. Okay. Now I do agree. I agree that it can be a risk bringing somebody else into your bedroom. I agree. But I also know people who've done it successfully. So listen, different strokes for different folks. Different things work for different people. So she'll be out next with her girlfriend, probably, because she was the one that said she introduced the other woman into their bedroom. So, I don't know if she identifies as bisexual. Not that she has to me, but they said it was an interview where she was the one that brought somebody else into the bedroom, child. Child, moving on, honey, moving on. Yeah, marriages aren't lasting as long. I just think people are quitting and giving up too easily. I don't think people are fighting through the adversity. But then the flip side is, if you're not happy, why stay? I mean, I guess it's both sides to look at that coin. You know, I don't know. I don't know, child. All right. So then we got this whole situation that done happened with Cardi B, Offset, Nicki Minaj, and her husband, child. Now listen. For what I've been able to gather, it sounds like something happened backstage at the VMAs, right? Now, of course, Hollywood Unlocked line ass came out here and said, oh, nothing happened. It's all a lie. And then next thing you know, Kenneth Petty, aka Nicki Minaj baby daddy, is out here, um, him and his friends out here threatening Offset. So they posted Offset's. They said that Offset DM'd one of Kenneth Petty's friends. How you know what his DM was? Like, how did he know what this man's DM handle was to send him a DM? Now, I'm not saying he didn't send one. I'm just confused. as to how he knew where to send it. How you know that man? That's what I'm confused about. That's the part I'm confused about. Okay. Her husband made a video at the awards. Okay. So they was threatening Offset, talking about they looking for him and when they find him and blah, 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 blue. And what is this? Oh, that's something else. And it just seems so, you know, it's just so simple. Because the guy was posting. No, what I'm saying is it started at the VMAs, right? It started with something behind the scenes at the VMAs, and then they started going back and forth. What I found to be funny was Kenna's friend came back and was like, I don't even know how all of this started. I mean, how did we get here? Oh, no, don't back down now, bruh. You was Billy Badass when you was sitting out there. He was tagging Cardi with threats. Oh, that's how he got his IG. Oh, see. Yeah, you might not want to play that game, bruh. Oh, it started before the VMAs? Why? See, this is shit that I'm talking about. Why y'all? Oh, sir, I'm gonna have to steal something from Abby. Abby said this weekend in one of the group chats, because I'm in me and Abby probably together in about 5 group chats together. In one of the group chats that me and Abby are in, Abby was like, I'm not arguing with a man that can't pick his kid up from school. And that's just how I feel about it. I'm not arguing with a man that can't go to school and pick his kids up. Sir? And I stole that one from Abby. Now, Cardi said this, and I don't even know what order it's in anymore, but this is the last thing I saw. Cardi said, first of all, the video line on Offset. Now it's lies on my dad. I'm pretty sure y'all know offenders have to take a pic every year. Keep it cute on family, especially offenders, pedos, molesters, because everybody going to want to cry when I start talking about the real ussy snatchers. And then she proceeded, hold on, because this is the part that y'all need to see. And then this was posted. Those are all of the pictures. Year after year after year of Kenneth Petty. I feel like that's a drop mic moment. I just feel like Cardi drop mic. I just don't understand none of it. You said that it wasn't threats, they were calling them after leaving after their performance. Why? Why is that an issue? People leave after their performances all the time. Hell, Beyonce do it every time. Well, not every time, but Beyonce do it a lot. A lot of people do that. They perform and then they leave. Like a lot of people do that. So I don't understand why that was an issue. It's just simple. It's stupid, and it's just going to continue to put a bigger wedge between Nicki and Cardi when we really need them to just get along and just make music. Like I'm so sick and over the beef. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got tonight. I'm going to get off of here so I can chill for a little while and then get ready to go to bed, child. So I will talk to y'all later. Peace.